Hey everybody, Rob Goody here, the MLM Solution. Today is Tuesday. Man, it's the 30th already, the 30th of March. My gosh, unbelievable. All right, with that being said, as you know, we go live each and every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today's subject's a good one, and it is called the BIG Tease. The BIG Tease. Yep, we're going to be taking a deep dive into what that means. So join us at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. You can find us there at either one of those locations utilizing the hashtag TheMLM-Solution, hashtag TheMLM-Solution. You can also go to our website, TheMLMsolution.net. And at the top of the page, you can click on podcast replay because it will have a link to our live broadcast on Facebook and YouTube there as well. So you can join us live by clicking on either one of those links on the replay page. Also, don't forget to download your free gift when you go there. With that being said, I'm going to hop off of here. As I said, today's subject matter, the BIG Tease. Don't miss it, guys. Join us at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to find out what it is we're talking about. I'm going to hop off of here. See you in a moment.
Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast Show, where you'll learn the facts and hear the truth about the network marketing industry. Here's your host, Rob Goody.
Hello, Miss Marie. How are you today? How are you?
Good morning, Rob. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm fine. Can you believe it's the 30th already?
I can. Time just keeps moving along.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I'm just I'm dumbfounded. Do you realize we're going into the 4th month?
I know.
Doesn't it just blow you away?
Well, yeah, a little bit, but at the same time, that's kind of what happens. Time just keeps moving along.
All right, now don't downplay how quickly this is, or is it just me, Miss Marie? Am I just getting old?
Well, you know, I've told you before. Life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes. So.
Oh, that is such a cute saying, but I don't like it because it's so true. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yep.
Sorry. That's the way it is.
Well, you could be a little more gentle about it. You don't have to rub my face in it.
Hey, you brought it up.
I know. I did. You're right. I brought it on myself. All right. Today's topic, guys. Whoop. The wrong one. Hold on a second there. I did the wrong thing. I accidentally erased that. So while we were talking, I had to recreate that. Can you believe it?
Oh,
yeah. There
to let people know, we're on podcast number 155, The Big Tease.
Yeah, The Big Tease. Oh my gosh. I can imagine with that title, people are thinking, what are they talking about? You know, your mind would race in all kinds of different directions, but you know, the title's everything. The title's everything. Yesterday, we had a good subject matter as well, Miss Marie, selling the dream. And that was a kind of a, I won't say a tongue twister, but it was a double meaning word, selling. Because you and I talked about yesterday, guys, if you missed it, you really need to go back and listen to that because it's not what it sounds like. Selling the dream is not what we were talking about, although we were talking about it. I know it's double talk, but it's true. What did Miss Marie? You were selling the dream without selling it, right?
Exactly. Well, and the big tease kind of follows along a little bit with that selling of the dream, which is why we bring it up and point it out because they're kind of connected, right?
They are. Absolutely. And we're going to talk about that, you know, the big tease, because guys, there's all kinds of crazy tactics that are used to get people to quote unquote join someone's business. We're going to talk about how they use the tease to get you to, to motivate you and get you emotionally ramped up to where you may make an irrational decision that you'll regret later. We certainly don't want you to do that. We talked about this a little bit in prior episodes, Miss Marie, how people will use unscrupulous tactics and methods and words and all of that to motivate people to join really a failing business, and sometimes they know it's failing and they'll still do it. But that's a different show because it's focusing on those people, how unscrupulous they are and the tactics they'll use. The big tease is a little bit different here because you're going to have some smooth talking people. They're going to be saying some things that really will come across as, wow, if I don't take action now, I'm really going to miss out. This is my moment. This is the no point of no return. And they do such a great job presenting it in that way, Miss Marie, that you walk away and you're on pins and needles a lot of times. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I spend this money? I really can't afford to spend it, but man, if I don't, I'm going to miss out, like they said. And it can be a real challenge. We're going to cover different ways that go about creating this big tease. But Miss Marie, you ever had that done to you?
Oh, several times, I'm sure. Yes. I don't think anybody who's been exposed to a network marketing opportunity, and I'm not even going to say you've necessarily had to join a network marketing company, but just been introduced to an opportunity, you've probably been hit with a big tease or two or three.
I would venture to say that you're right. And you know what, Miss Marie, I'm gonna fess up. I am guilty of doing this myself. When I first started out, I didn't know any different.
Well, same, right?
Yeah,
because when you get engaged with your network marketing opportunity, you're trusting the person that brought you in, your sponsor, to train you on the way it's supposed to go. And it's like, this is the way we do it. And this is what works. It's like, okay, well, if that's what works and that's what everybody else is doing, that's what I'm going to do too.
Exactly.
Until you do it a few times and then you're like, yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Well, guys, here's the thing. If you're listening to this podcast as someone that's never been around the industry and you're looking at it, maybe you've been exposed to it, but you never joined it. This episode's kind of for you because the other people that are already in it have already gone through this. If there's somebody out there that's using this tactic, we ask that you please reevaluate what you're doing. We did. Okay, because we realized that what we were doing was, I would say, borderline unethical, but we didn't know it at the time. And we're not going to sit here and act innocent. I certainly did not know. If I knew, I had an inkling, Miss Marie. It wasn't like I'm stupid, I do have morals. But like you said, everybody else was doing it. I thought, well, this is the way you do it. And so even though I had a little hesitation on my part and maybe a little question, when you see all the other people doing it, you're like, okay, well, I might feel a little uncomfortable, but, I wasn't a blatant taking advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I would not do something that was blatant. I can tell you that right now. But the thing is, it wasn't until I learned the industry, I was like, well, you know what? That was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. But it was, Miss Marie, I think you and I were in the industry at pretty much the same time. It was very prevalent to use a big tease. And it wasn't that you and I were lying. Is that, once again, can't speak for you. I didn't understand the business model and the positioning aspect of it and all this well enough to know that what I was saying wasn't 100% true. So once I did, I was like, okay, I got to stop doing that. That's crazy. Did you have that same kind of road trip yourself?
Pretty similar, yes. It's that, you trust the system that you're being introduced to, you trust the training, because even though, regardless of position in the corporate world, network marketing's different, right? Things function a little bit differently. It's a different type of industry. So you don't want to go in not being coachable, right? You want to be open to learning how to do it correctly. So you take what you're given basically at the time until you start implementing it. And once you start getting into, especially your first network marketing company, once you start actually following the system, kind of pursuing the path and going through the steps and starting to talk to people and introduce it and sign up business partners and then try to duplicate the system, you don't really get it until you get it, right? And you really kind of have to be in the midst of it, and you start realizing that some things are like, yeah, we say it works this way, but yeah, not really. Or the process may be this, and it's like, well, that just really doesn't make sense. It's jumping through a whole lot of hoops that just seem silly. They don't really accomplish anything, right? So yeah, it takes some exposure, and I would say everybody that gets involved in network marketing, unless they were super fortunate to get in with somebody who's gone through that for them, is experienced and is no longer doing any of these little teases or things that go on, and they're taught correctly the first time around. I'd say that's very rare. So most people have encountered it, are encountering it now, maybe even perpetuating it at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. And you guys might be saying, well, Rob, what is it that you're talking about, the big T's? And some of you, if you've not been around the industry, you have no clue. And some of you that have been in the industry might have some idea, but there's more than one big tease. It's all going to be based on what kind of angle, what kind of method they're going to choose to use to a message that will resonate with the largest audience of people is probably the best way to put it. A lot of times, guys, the big tease is the timing aspect of it. Everybody's heard, hey, and get in now while the getting's good. Get in now before I put Marie in. She's a superstar. You're going to miss out. They're going to use, and these are also known as tactics. We did touch on this before, but once again, this episode is not about that. I'm laying the groundwork for the big tease. The reason they're doing that, guys, is because they know they got to get you emotional. They know that they have, and the tease, presenting something and then kind of pulling it away is one of the greatest motivating things you could do to a human being, especially somebody that is excited about the business model, the potential, taking it, giving them something and then taking it away is something that can really put them in a highly emotional state where they'll make an irrational decision. Here's a point. Miss Marie, if you don't join today, by the end of today, 5 p.m. today, I'm going to sign up Sally, and she's a superstar. I'm signing her up at 6 p.m. If you don't sign up by 5 p.m., Miss Marie, you're going to miss out. And then I'd walk away. I just hang up the phone or whatever. And now Miss Marie's like, oh my gosh, I've been thinking about joining this. I see the potential and I like what Rob has told me. And oh my gosh, I've only got till 5 o'clock. Where am I going to get the money? I got to raise the money. Do I have extra money here? I mean, she's scrambling, and all because Rob had this tease that number one, I'm bringing Sally in. Number two, if you don't do it by so-and-so time, this is gone. This spot's gone. It's over. Okay. And Miss Marie is now thinking, oh my gosh. And that clock is ticking in her head. Okay. All day while she's at work, all she could think about is where am I going to get the money to join this before Sally gets in? All right. That's one of the many methods of teasing that they use to motivate people. And if I've been talking to Marie for 3 or 4 days and Miss Marie's not budging, this is one of the things that I'll do to motivate her to take action one way or the other. She either joins or she doesn't. I've given her a deadline and I got to stick to it. Okay. So the thing is that that's one of the big teases that they'll use. Another one is the timing aspect of the company. And we talked about this before. Look, we talked about it's the timing of the company, not the positioning. In other words, you could be number 9, and if you take no action or little action, you could have somebody that's number 1019 that can come in and take action, massive action right away and blow right past you, even though you're the 9th person to join the company. Just because you have a number 9 doesn't guarantee you anything. Well, guess what? They're also in the big T's going to say, once again, I'm going to sign Sally up. and Sally is going to be the 11th person in. And so we're all at the top. And Miss Marie, if you don't join by, like I said earlier, by 5 p.m., because Sally's joining at 6, not only you're going to miss out on Sally, but you're no longer going to be number 9 in the company. Okay. So now I got a double tease on her. As if one wasn't enough, now I'm throwing a position. Well, Miss Marie doesn't know any better. She gets the number 9 is before 11. Okay. She gets that. All right. So now I'm lining up numerically in her head that she's going to be the 9th person, which can get her all excited anyway. And I'm going to take that position away if she doesn't sign up by 5 o'clock. So now we got a double whammy on Miss Marie. Poor Miss Marie. Now she's not only pulling her hair out, she's about to pull her teeth out. Okay, looking for. She'll be bald and toothless by the time she joins the company. All right. But the thing is, Miss Marie, you have seen this play out yourself. I know you have.
Oh yeah, the timing card gets played all the time, either in terms of where your placement is going to be in the organization, that you're going to have some big wheeler dealer put in your organization for you, or in terms of the timing to get a particular position within the company, which it helps to be in the company early on, because we did an episode called Timing is Everything. So it is important to get in early when a company's just getting started, so you can hit it on that growth phase. But like you said, the specific positioning, do you have to have one of the top 10 positions? Is that critical? No, absolutely not.
No. And the guys are going to use that as a tease. Do not fall for it. Okay. Another thing they use, Miss Marie, lifestyle, promising you a wonderful lifestyle and a money tree that will grow in your front yard and produce that money forever. Thus, you'll be able to live the lifestyle of your dreams forever. Guys, another big tease. They're hanging that carrot out there. All right. And they're saying, here you go. If you want this lifestyle, if you want this money, and they can be really good with their words. They can, man, they're so smooth in that delivery. And Miss Marie, it's even more powerful if they're successful in this business model where they already have the lifestyle. You know, do you want this? If you do what I tell you to do. Okay. And a lot of times, unfortunately, guys, sometimes the way they got to be as big as they are is some unscrupulous business building activity, to put it mildly, or they were fortunate enough to catch lightning in a bottle. Rarely, in certain cases, is it methodical, correct business building activity. A lot of times, especially when Miss Marie and I were in the business, because once again, you got to realize we came into the 80s where it was the Wild West. Everybody was trying all these different things, and there was very few true business builders back then, Miss Marie, or professional business builders, because you know what? The industry was young. It was the Wild West. Everybody was trying to figure out the best way to build this business, the most efficient way to build the business. So there was a lot of things going on. You know that. Mm-hmm. And as time went along, everybody refined it until it got, a very precise method. You do this, you do this, you do this. This is what's going to happen. Because we can look back over 60 years and say, oh, we tried all these different things, and guess what? It's this that works instead of all of this. And so now you and I can promote this because we know step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 is typically going to end up with step 6. All right. So the point is, guys, they're going to sit there and they're going to use the quote unquote success they have sometimes as the biggest tease of all. Miss Marie, they'll do videos. Excuse me. They'll hire for videographers. They'll follow them around. You ever seen that, where they're getting into their fancy car, going to the home, following their family around? That is a big tease, guys. One of the biggest teases at all. They don't have to say a word. Guess what? The video does it for them. And Miss Marie, if you go to certain regional or corporate events, you'll see it playing on the big screen. Oh, look, it's so-and-so. Guys, I'm not knocking. I'm just telling you, it's part of the big tease. All right. And if you say, okay, well, I want that lifestyle. I want what he has. Number one, they're not telling you that that's the 1%ers and that position is probably already taken. In other words, if the company's only doing 100 million per year, you'd be amazed at how small, because the numbers aren't there. The numbers aren't working. There's not enough positions to create that lifestyle you're seeing up there. There may be one or two more, and that's it, in a $100 million a year company. But here's the thing. They're going to present that as the way, and rightfully so to some degree, because nobody can look at Miss Marie and say, you can't do that. What we can say is the odds are against you, Miss Marie, just like her buying a lottery ticket. We can say, Miss Marie, don't buy that lottery ticket. You're not going to win. The odds are against you. But guess what? Every week they pull out a winner. Okay. I mean, the people win the lottery. Whether you like it or not, people do. So I can't tell Miss Marie, don't play the lottery because she's never going to win. That's not true. She's got a legitimate chance to win. Are her odds astronomical? Yes. The numbers are against her. But it only takes that one time, right, Miss Marie?
Yeah. The odds are not in your favor, but I can't tell you you're never going to win.
See? So when they show those lifestyles up on the screen, I can't look at Miss Marie and say, Miss Marie, you can't do that in this company.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I think there's also an element of big tease that goes on when people promote what seems to be their lifestyle, and it really isn't. They're either on a very exotic vacation that's unique, or they've rented an exotic car, or they're on a friend's boat, and all of a sudden, on my boat for the weekend, you know?
Yes. The nasty tricks they play. Mm-hmm. I was going to bring that up, but you beat me to it. Way to go, young lady.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. There's another a big tease that we're talking about that you're not going to learn anyplace else. Guys, they do that. All right. They want to motivate you because they know as human beings, we make irrational decisions when we're emotional. Now, is that unethical? Sometimes people have to be given that little push, a little pat on the butt to get them to take action. So are you helping them or are you hurting them? I don't know the answer to that. I know that honestly and ethically, I don't pull those tricks. I use the music to the ears message. I let it fall where it's going to fall and I move on. Okay. And it's proven to work many, many times, not just for me, for many people. Okay. So to me, that's the way to do it. But I also understand that everybody has different ways of doing things in this world. And sometimes the tactics they use are not as civil as the ones that we teach. Okay. I'm trying to put it in a polite way. It's hard to do sometimes, but you got to realize that they're going to use the big tease always, guys, always. Why? Because they want to get you emotional. They want you to make that rational decision. Look, here's the bottom line. If they're using some kind of tactic to put you on the spot to make a decision now, I would encourage you not to make that decision. It's not going to hurt you. You can still join the company. You can find somebody else. If I did that to Miss Marie, her being a seasoned veteran, she'd be like, oh, no, you're not pulling that shit on me. I'll go find somebody else. And she didn't call the company and say, hey, who's the top producer in the company? Okay, well, you give them my name and number and have them call me. I mean, she can do that. She can take control of her own future. She's not going to fall for that tactic, that big tease that I'm going to lay on her, okay? She's not going to allow me to manipulate her emotions and her feelings. She's going to be a professional, take a step back, look at the company, see if it has the 5 things that a company must have, and then she's going to look at the comp plan, and she's going to see if it's worth her time and effort, okay? If she says yes, then she'll find her own way in if I play these games on her, because she's a seasoned veteran, and seasoned veterans don't go around and say, Rob, I'm a big shot. Okay, she's going to go there and she's going to listen to Rob when he does his pitch to see if Rob knows what he's doing or see if Rob's a jackass and somebody that she doesn't want to work with. She's doing an interview herself. She's evaluating me as I'm delivering my message to her. So a seasoned veteran like Marie is not going to fall for the big tease. We're telling you these things because we don't want you to fall for the big tease, okay? And the big tease is more than just one thing. As you can see, it's multiple things. We can apply the big tease or the words of the big tease to any one of the scenarios we just laid out in front of you. And there are others, like the product. There are people who are going to say this product has never been developed before. Get in while you can now, the ground floor. Miss Marie, how many times you heard where this product is uniquely different, no one else has it, and it's going to sell like hotcakes. Miss Marie, get in now, because you're going to miss the boat if you don't get in. People are going to be clamoring to you to get this product. Have you heard that before on a conference call or in person?
27 different times at least.
She's counted them. Look at her. She's counted them. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that.
I just made that number up, but that's probably pretty realistic.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Man, I tell you what, some of those conference calls, I have to hit mute sometimes, Miss Marie, to keep myself from laughing at them while I'm on the conference call. I almost bust out laughing sometimes. I mean, I'm doing it now. I got a smile on my face and crack my face if I keep it up. Man, some of the things they say on there. But anyway, guys, the big tease on the product, they're going to come out. No one else has ever had this product, guys. People are going to clamor to you. This does this, 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 and this, and this. And they have this long list of things that this product does. And you're thinking to yourself, if you get caught up in the emotion, and you'll be amazed how rational people can become irrational sometimes on these things. And they're so overwhelmed. The people on those conference calls are there for a reason, guys. They're great speakers. They have proven themselves. They're on there because they can speak so well, and because they have the ability to motivate people with their words, and to overwhelm people with their words, and to lead people with their words. Right, Miss Marie? Those people are handpicked for a reason. Right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
They know how to deliver it. They have the charisma, and they can get you going, because as we've talked about before, most people almost always buy on emotion, and then they'll kick in the logic to justify that purchase after the fact. So
that's right. And guys, what they do is they say, look, we're going to have a product launch. It's going to be huge. You guys want to be there. We're going to launch the new product. Miss Marie, you've heard this. You've been a part of it. The point is, guys, is that they're going to say they're going to launch this on May 1st, 2021. Guys, start sponsoring people now. Get in, start sponsoring people, sponsor, because if you do, there's going to be all these bonus checks. There's going to be all these trips. It's going to be up for grabs. And if you're one of the first 100 people that reach the XYZ level, then guess what? You're immediately going to, and they're going to throw all this in there. And it's this big tease as you hang up the phone and you're going, oh my gosh, I don't want to miss out on this. Okay. You might say, well, Rob, that's just a motivation. No, it's a tease. They're telling you, if you don't get in now and start building, you're going to miss out on this wonderful opportunity to get these bonuses and these trips. And what they're doing is they're, once again, dangling those carrots out in front of you. What do you think that is? That's a tease. If you're dangling a carrot out in front of a donkey and he can't reach out and bite it, guess what? You're teasing him. That's how you're keeping him moving forward. Okay, well, it's no different here. They're trying to get you to move forward, to take that next step. And they're going to tease you in so many different ways to get you to make that decision, to take the action, to sign up, and then start building the business. Miss Marie, it's amazing how this works over and over all these years. It's just, I'm dumbfounded that this big tease method approach. And guys, that's what it is. It doesn't matter whether it's a comp plan, doesn't matter if it's a product, doesn't matter if it's the timing of the company, doesn't matter whether it's joining so-and-so's organization. Whatever the purpose of using the big tease is, it is justified in all these different areas, because the result they want is for you to take action. Miss Marie, we could go on, and we won't. We've already talked about it enough, but we could go on and with many different examples, real life examples of how the big tease has not only been used on you and I, how we've seen other people use it on other individuals. And still to this day, you've been in the industry more recently than I have, and I'm sure you could tell some stories about the big tease.
Yep. All right. It's still, I mean, the one that's probably the most prevalent very much to this day is, hey, if you sign up by 5 o'clock tonight, I have someone else I'm going to be signing up. I'll put right under you type of thing, kind of like that magical building of your organization.
I know it.
Another one that I've heard, not quite as recently, but in the not too distant past, is, hey, I've been doing some marketing, some lead generation. I've got more leads than I can handle. So the next 3 people that join me in the business are going to get 100 leads to follow up on. They're going to be great, so.
Great point.
I got sucked in on that one. This was years and years ago. And of course, I think I made like 100 phone calls, and every single one I could actually connect with was like, where'd you get my number? That's insane. No.
I've been down that road.
Yeah.
I laugh with you, not at you. I've been down that road.
So it's like 100 free leads. It's like, well, hey, I've got 30,000 free leads. It's in the white pages. I mean, it's the same.
Yes, I can get the same effect.
General value there.
I tell you what, when you're motivated, you'll do some silly stuff, boy. I tell you. Because when you talk, sometimes I flash back and I go, oh my gosh, I did the same thing. But guys, don't let the big T's take advantage of you. Do what we ask you to do. Sometimes Marie and I feel like we're talking to dead air out there. And that's not to insult you. What we're saying is we don't get that immediate feedback. And we hope and pray that you listen to what we're saying and you see the value in it, because what we're trying to do is save you from a lot of heartache. Guys, if you do what we tell you to do, look, if you run into a new company, check it to see if it has the 5 things a new company must have in order to do something special. Okay? If it has those 5 things, then it's something that you might want to consider getting behind, because it might have real potential. But there's no guarantees. The thing is that we share information like this, the big T's, to help you avoid getting caught up in these things that will emotionally get you so overwhelmed that you make an irrational decision to join the wrong company at the wrong time that has the wrong product. Okay? And that's a triple whammy there, a negative whammy. And that's going to be hard to overcome. If money is tight now and it costs you $300 to $600 to join this company, you may have just thrown $300 to $600 down the toilet without you realizing it, because you had 3 negative whammies hitting you upside the head consecutively and you didn't even realize it. Okay. And you got those 3 negative things working against you from day one. Guys, we teach you about the numbers in network marketing. We teach you about what to look for in a new company. We teach you how to work with a comp plan that will actually pay you what you're worth versus getting paid pennies on the dollar. We teach you the importance of speed and urgency and how to create that. We teach you the importance of creating that first check, and we teach you how to do that. We have documents that guide you along the way. We have progress reports that you can fill out so that you know you're making progress. It's a self-check process so that you can see, yes, I'm actually making progress. There are tangible results here that will motivate you and excite you instead of you getting caught up in these big T's tactics that people use. Okay. And, the big T's is more about words, Miss Marie, right? Versus the tactics that we talked about in the other episodes, where some unscrupulous people use certain tactics and tools and stuff. Guys, here, it's basically they're using their words to identify an event. Get in before Sally joins. Get in before the product launch. Get in before. Do this before. And they're using these words to tease you because they've tried everything else. And it's tried and true, as Miss Marie just said, 27 times. She's been, I bet mine's been 28. I say that only because I've been in longer than her and I made more mistakes. But the thing is that you have a situation where once Miss Marie and I understood the industry and the business model well enough, we didn't fall for the big T's anymore. I'm not going to act like I didn't. I certainly fell for it when I first started. You know what? I probably made every mistake that's possible in this business model when I first started out, Miss Marie, because I really was young and dumb. I was excited. I was emotional. I was ready to tear this thing up. I was ready to create the lifestyle that I wanted. and I was willing to go through brick walls to get it. Okay. And as I look back, I realized just how young and immature I was as a business person and as a network marketer, obviously. So I really don't beat myself up over it because I realized it was part of the process. It was something I had to go through. No one is born with the innate knowledge an innate deep knowledge of this business model. It's something that's acquired. And unfortunately, it can be a painful journey. And that's the reason why we share this with you guys, because we want you to be productive and proficient and effective from day one. And if you do the right things, you will be. And as Miss Marie is so fond of saying, consistent, correct business building activity. That's what we promote all the time. That's one of our major points that we talk about is CCBBA all the time, because we know that's the key to the success that you want out of this business model. It has nothing to do with emotion. It has everything to do with a cookie cutter process. Step 1 through step 5. Step 1 through step 5. And that's all you do. And if you do that, guess what? The numbers will start working in your favor. And Miss Marie, that's what it's all about, and is generating enough activity to where the numbers start working with you and for you. Right?
Oh, absolutely. And where you said you've probably made every mistake, I've probably made every mistake at least twice. I had to make sure it was really a mistake. So the second time around, it's like, oh, yep, that was a mistake. Okay, now I won't do it again.
You had to do it twice to make sure you got it right the first time, right?
Yeah, not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Sorry. You're being honest. I know better than that. Well, I'm sure if I go back and think about it, I probably made them the same a few times. I totally get what you're saying, man. But Miss Marie, we come up on 37 minutes, and I think we've talked about this, and we could go on. Guys, you get the point. I mean, gosh, there's many more big teases here, but we talked about the most common ones, because the ones that we feel that you're going to hear about. And guys, you don't want somebody dragging you along on an emotional stream. Okay? Do what we teach you. Step back, remove your emotions from the evaluation process, and make a decision based on facts. Check out the company, make sure it has the 5 things. Let the facts guide your decision and not your emotions. You should be excited about the business model. You should be excited about the potential of it. You should be excited that you can create a new lifestyle for yourself and your family. Okay? But the bottom line is it's all about the consistent, correct business building activity. That's it. Okay? Period. You just got to apply the time and the effort. And that's all you got. That's the winning formula right there. Would you not agree, Miss Marie?
I absolutely agree. Yep.
So there it is, guys. I know that if Miss Marie was to start her own network marketing training company, that one of the first things she would teach people is the CCBBA, because she knows that if she's going to be able to legitimately empower people to do something in this business, because each person determines their own level. We talked about that scale of life. Some people are going to stop at 500 a month, 1,000, 1,500, blah, blah, blah. But Miss Marie, that's not her job. Her job is to do what? To empower them with knowledge so that they can apply their own unique talents and abilities to that knowledge and have a legitimate chance to take advantage of the business model to do something special for themselves and their family, possibly create a new lifestyle. That's all she wants to do with her training is CCBBA. If she does that, she goes home and she goes to bed at night knowing that she did the right thing by training these people on the right things that work, that are proven. And that way she can get up the next day and face those people again, knowing she told the truth and that she has empowered them with the right stuff. Would you say that's a good way to do it, Miss Marie?
Absolutely. And then it's highlighting the things. We have some products that we talk about on a regular occasion, the 4 critical mistakes most network marketers make and how to avoid them. That's right. To me, that's a big one as well. And then of course we have our product, what not to do in network marketing, which of course leads you into, well, if that's what you're not supposed to do, here's what you are supposed to do, right?
That's right. Very
Oh,
good.
look at you throwing up a special.
Yes, 146 pages and 146 paragraphs. It was weird how I wrote that, and it ended up being like that. That was not planned. And it has 146 audio files and many training videos. Normally, Miss Marie's, one of her favorite products, What Not to Do in Network Marketing, is $197. For the next 24 hours, guys, you can get it for $47. That is a limited offer, as you can imagine. That's $150 instant savings, $150 instant savings. That's not even counting the amazing bonuses that come with this. Once again, and this is a lifetime membership, meaning that when the lead site goes live, when the MLM Masters Academy goes live, guess what? You get access to that stuff free because you have a lifetime membership with the What Not to Do in Network Marketing. Those things alone are worth more, far more than the $197 regular price. Okay, the lead site alone is going to be $997 when we don't discount it. Man, can you imagine that? Having a constant source of high quality leads and you being a focused business building machine, knowing what to do and what not to do in network marketing. You can all start right here for a mere $47, only for the next 24 hours, guys. See, Miss Marie, you brought it up, and I had to show them what was going on, what was there. And at the same time, we had the 5 simple steps to networking success. That is the companion to the 4 critical mistakes. That is really, I guess, Miss Marie's one of her favorite products. Is it not, Miss Marie?
It is.
Oh, where is it?
I don't know.
I know it. I don't see it. Why is that?
Well, there
it is right there. Okay, so there it is, guys. All you on the podcast, I brought up a ad, I guess you would say, that has the 4 critical mistakes. I don't know what happened. We're probably in the wrong back office. I got to find out why that's doing that. Anyway, enough of that. Today's podcast can be replayed right there at that URL. And you can also go to the website, TheMLM-solution.net, and to the top of the page, click on podcast replay. And when you go there, guess what? You get a free ebook right there, plus bonuses. Once again, it's a limited time. You can see it has a counter there. Once you go there, download it right away. Don't miss out. It will go away. You don't want to do that. And when you fill out the form, I want you to know as we close, when you fill out the form, we never, ever, that means never, ever do we send you a sale email. Okay, you may, and that's a big may, M-A-Y, get another email highlighting another free product that you might be interested in. Guys, I'm the one that writes the emails. I do not like writing emails. Okay, I'm not a salesman. I don't like writing sales emails. I don't like getting them myself. Miss Marie doesn't like them. We do not. That's one of our things, isn't it, Miss Marie?
Yeah, apparently it is. It depends on the emails. I mean, I like emails with free gifts. Those are always.
They're going to get emails with free gifts, but I don't want to send them 22 emails. Buy my stuff. Buy my stuff. Buy my stuff. Buy my stuff. Right?
Yeah. Well, exactly. They know it's there. It's available to them. I encourage you to take advantage of it, but we're not going to pester you about it.
That's right. Well, you know what, Miss Marie, there's all kinds of free bonuses with these downloads. And you know what? It gives them great chances to save money. If they choose to buy something, guess what? They can use those bonuses. How's that?
Excellent. I like it.
Yeah. So there you go. All right, guys, we're going to hop off here. We're taking enough of your time. We certainly didn't mean to take this long, but we had to throw those in. I forgot about them in our yesterday's episode. With that being said, Miss Marie, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And tomorrow's got an interesting subject matter as well. Herding cats. There it is, podcast number 156, guys. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, herding cats. Has anybody ever tried to herd cats? I have. It does not work. I can promise you. We did it for fun. We made a game out of it. Didn't work. Needless to say. Hell, I can't even herd one, much less multiples. Hey, you know what? Your cat hadn't said anything.
He's gotten distracted. I think he's off hanging out with the other human in the house. He gave up.
Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Miss Marie is babysitting. She was worried that a cat was going to come and join her in today's episode. So, and he didn't. That's cool. Is it a he or a she?
He. Yep.
He. Are they both he's?
Both he's.
Both he's. Okay. All right. All right. It's time for us to get off here, Miss Marie. We got things to do, place to go.
People to see. All
That's
right. 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. Herding cats. Looking forward to it.
See you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the MLM Solution Podcast. For more info, visit our website, TheMLM-solution.net. Please follow us on the following platforms: Facebook, YouTube, etc. And share this podcast with our fellow network marketers around the world by hitting the share button on our various platforms.